Hey everybody, my name is Craig, and I just want to give a quick testimony on V and all the remarkable things he's done for my life. V is, how could I say this? V is a wonderful person, to say the very least. He has, a generous spirit, um, and he has such an immense knowledge on psychology along with male and female dynamics. Um, the latter, which he's always been interested in from the moment I met him, but his knowledge has only seemed to grow as the time goes on. I've known him for 10 years, um, and and throughout that decade, V has helped me with so much personally in terms of just getting my confidence as a person, allowing me to love myself and value myself, and along with just taking on new risk or new challenges, with my head held high and making sure that I and just having make allowing me to have the self belief that I would be okay, um in the grand scheme of things. So there's so many things about V that I owe him that I can never repay him for, but you know one of the few things that he has done for me, has been this recently, in October of 2024. So, and before I get into that, I'm going to give you guys a brief backstory of what was been going on with me. So, in February of 24, I broke up with my ex and I went back on dating apps. And within these dating apps, I was able to get a fair amount of matches. But I've realized that a lot of the dates or conversations that I've had with these women would only last from 2 to 3 weeks on average. Um, and for what it's worth, it didn't bother me at first. I just figured that, okay, with the knowledge that I know, and and thinking that I wasn't doing anything wrong in particular, that this is just how it's supposed to be in a dating game. So I just left it alone, and I just figured, okay, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be, and this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'll just accept it willingly. However, V did not see it this way. Um, so he recommended that I sign up for his 4-week coursework program, where he literally assist me with whatever issues I'm having, with women. And within this 4-week program, it's been damn near magical, if I'm gonna say the transformation. But it's not gonna come without pain. He is going to analyze you, and I don't mean any exaggeration by this. He will analyze every little thought that you have, from the thoughts that you have about yourself to the thoughts you have about the other women, to the thoughts that you just have about just dating, in general. Um, he analyzed everything about me. Granted, he had a bit of knowledge about me beforehand, since we're familiar with each other, but he analyzed my dating apps profile just to make sure their prompts were good. He analyzed my thought process. When it comes to dealing with women, he analyzed the way I communicate with them, to even the texting style that I communicate with them, and just even my habits, to even just behaviors that I would display. And he would always question me, why? Why would you think that? Why would you do that? Before he adds in his own knowledge or expertise that he has about the situation. Um, it gave me a headache sometimes. I felt like I was short circuiting in certain moments, but I know it was all for the greater good. Um, but what I've realized is, even throughout those assessments and those questions, the advice that he would give me, would be helpful, especially since within this past month I've been, dating, this one woman. So we had a reference point to which we could, go off of, and just from the information he's given me, to, letting me know to, not take things too seriously, and allowing women to just not allowing them to just do anything, but just more so like, don't try to fix the outcome in my favor. Just go from a place of curiosity, and also know that it's not that big of a deal. Like whether the date, is successful or fails, it's not that big of a deal. You're not here to impress her, and you're not here to, put on airs for her. You're here to assess the situation and see if she would be a good fit for you. So once I started to do that, I realized, the first date went off, extremely well, to the point that she asked for a second date. Um, and then when I told V this, he was like, "You see, like this is what I'm talking about." And then we would assess other things about, my personal life as far as, my willingness to speak about sex, which I realized I had an issue with that. So V would, question why is that the case, and I would tell him, things about like, my childhood or my background, from a, religiously, as being a Christian, and he told me to do a resistance release on that, and when I did, literally the next day, after our session, I mean, my mind felt more liberated than ever. I feel like I could talk about anything and everything that I wanted to with, no regard for the next person. Not in a disrespectful way, but just in the sense of like, if I choose to speak on it, then I'll speak on it, regardless of, what the outcome is, unapologetically. And, from then on, you know, the dates that I've had with this one woman in particular have, gone just immensely well, to the point that, she's showing more interest in me and she's willing to planning dates and things of that sort, for us to do. And I'm very much appreciative for it. But beyond that, I'm more appreciative for the knowledge that V has given me, just in this dire time that I did not um, see, that I did not expect to be dire. But, I'm thankful for him just, being a good, wonderful person and a good friend to me, for all that he's done. Um, so please, if any of you are questioning whether you should sign up for the 4-week coursework or not, if you are truly having an issue, especially with women, please, this is for you. I promise you, it will feel like magic has happened, even though it's not. But just the process he'll take you through, if you are truthful and you follow the coursework, to a T, the results that you'll get will feel otherworldly. Like you will not be the same person after this coursework. I promise you, if everything is done correctly. So I just want to thank V for all that he's done. He's a wonderful person. I know he's going to be a successful businessman in this new venture. So, my brother, you have my support. All right. But to all of you, please sign up for V's coursework. You won't regret it at all.